Salute to the chat. Salute to the chat. Man, I'm trying to knock this cold out. Salute to the chat. It's two things I want to talk about today. Two things I want to talk about. One, as you guys can see, the thumbnail says ToughLove, you blocked me. Over 236 people blocked in my chat. Apparently, from before my hiatus from YouTube for about, almost a year, I had people that were moderators in my chat. And what was happening, I guess, either we're not cool no more or whatever the case may be or whatever. And they blocked 200 people from my chat. Okay, to keep it simple, plain, or whatever case to be, 200 people were blocked from my chat or whatever case to be. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to issue an apology to those people because I was having people reach out to me and I didn't know why they kept saying I was blocked. And I was like, well, I'll go back and I watch the live on the big screen. And I'm like, I don't see anybody saying anything crazy. So I don't know why they would be blocked. So I'll reach out to some moderators that I know and they say, hey, I don't remember anybody being blocked, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, or why they were blocked, that they didn't do it. So I talked to another content creator and he had told me what to do. So I found out, who those personnel was. I removed those personnel's moderation stick. So I think we good now, but I wanted to issue a humble apology to anybody that was blocked due to mishap. And I think that's what's helping create a lot of animosity here on YouTube. All right, so basically what you guys are here for, let me go ahead and get to that part real quick. All right. And I was asking myself, do I even want to respond or reply? But I feel like some things were said out of context. And I see here on social media that it's very easy to push a certain narrative and people kind of run with it. No matter how much consistency you showcase, it's whatever it is I say at the time, that's what's actually true. So let me start off by saying my video to Sister T was not in no way, shape, form, or fashion meaning to disrespect her. In no way, shape, form, or fashion. All right. I've always stood on my own and by myself. All right. So to reference that I am in cahoots with the left side or the right side is absolutely nonsense. I am not talking to nobody behind the scenes. There is no content creator that can tell you ToughLove is contacting me or I am contacting ToughLove to team up with anybody. Anybody that knows ToughLove understands that to be factual, right? There are a couple narratives that was pushed out or a couple things that was said either by Sister T or in the chat. And I'm going to try to do my best to address them all. I didn't stay for the entire chat, but I did snip out a part that I wanted to play. I'll say fair use right now. I figured the video was about me anyway, so I could do that or whatever. This chat or this conversation is not going to be to disrespect Sister T. Right? But this is going to showcase, this is how you mitigate certain narratives without being disrespectful, without taking it to the fullest extent and doing crazy stuff, right? Maybe I should just get into it. Maybe I should just get into let me just get into it, right? I know you guys are busy, so let me just get into this. Let me see if I can do this real quick. You're exactly right, Ryder. But I want to play this. This is about 5 minutes long. I'm gonna chop it up as she talks or whatever case to be. I feel, and if Sister T is listening or anybody that you guys ain't gotta hide in the bushes. You come on in. I'm gonna show you how a man handles a situation. The same thing that I told you inside that video when I felt that, because the whole video really equates to this. It equates to this, right? It equates to two people having an issue and talking offline, right? I was told that, I didn't have a psychology degree, that you looked it up. Okay. If you looked it up, you'll see that I have several counseling certificates. You'll know that, and I heard something about the veteran, and we'll tackle that in a minute, but let me stay on this, right? Any non-commissioned officer that was ever in the military that had a squad knows how to counsel people and do an assessment, right? I know that doctors, right, they do diagnosis. However, we as people, we do assessments. We do assessments on everybody. Our assessments produce something called an opinion, right? Or perspective. My perspective is everything that I'm hearing. When I have a chance to hear certain things, I give an opinion, right? When I said, because you kept on harping on this one point, when I said that you're in pain, or it looks like you're in pain, right? This is what I meant, right? Anybody that is going through what you're going through right now, and I put myself in a hot seat. I said, hey, I've been there before. Matter of fact, hey, you were one of the people that was helping with the situation. So I put myself in there to let you know I understand. I get it. However, if you guys can talk behind the scenes, then talk behind the scenes. I don't know what about that makes me sneaky, makes me messy, or anything. Again, I revert back to what I said earlier. Find me, and I heard this is like you go from chat to chat promoting the mess. This is what happens, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm doing this meticulously because I want to showcase how every time somebody gets mad, it's almost like, and I say this on for YouTube, it's a checklist these people go down. And when I say these people, that's everybody. It's a checklist of disrespectful things that people say or narratives they put on everybody. I understand that when you have a lot of people saying your name, you don't know who's friend and who's foe. I get it. Trust me, I understand it. You should know. And that's why I said, well, let me do something to remind her, because when people say, well, where is tough love coming from? Well, tough love is coming from a place of experience. He's coming from a place of experience. And he is the one of the few people that says, instead of seeing you guys go back and forth, tough love is saying, you guys get together offline because people want to see you go back and forth. Sister T, they want to see us go back and forth. They want me to sit online right now and curse you out. They want me to talk about everything under the sun and go at you. That's not what I'm about to do. Sorry. This situation don't rattle me that much. What concerned me was I could see a mother, I could see a wife, I could see a black woman, I could see a sister that's saying, I am so alarmed about this situation that I'm going to talk for hours about it. We all make assessments, Sister T. We all have perspectives. Every single day, all of you guys jump online and have assessments. All of you guys give perspectives. I just give it differently. If I talk about something, if I talk about somebody, I put their name in the title, but I'm never disrespectful with it. So I'm kind of curious on why. I think I watched the first 30 to 45 minutes and I had to run and go do some stuff or whatever. But the clip that I'm about to play, to me, hits the nail on the head. And I salute you for that. Sister T, tough love, right? You talked about my veteran status. You talked about PTSD. You talked about me being sneaky. You talked about being fake positive. You did all of this because I was the guy that said, you guys work behind the scenes and see if you can fix the problem. When you go to the grocery store and you see somebody having a bad day, and you can tell from their body language, you can tell what they say, what they don't say, you can tell from their eye contact, you can assess what's going on with a person without having a PhD. You can assess it. What's so alarming is that it's interesting that most people, and this is what's happening on Tough Love. This is what's happening with Tough Love, you guys, so you understand, right? I got my sick medicine, right? I want you guys to hear me out. Oh, shit. You got this side trying to weaponize Tough Love against this side. Agree with me, 100%. And if you don't agree with me, you're this and you're that and you're this. Well, here's the thing. My track record don't show that. Your narrative, your words show that, but my track record don't show that. You said I'm in chats promoting mess and drama. What chats am I in promoting mess and drama? Who's raising their hand saying Tough Love was over here when we was bashing Sister T or what's his guy name? Kwame Brown or whoever. What chat was I in pumping my fist up in the air talking about, yeah, get him. So you can't put that on me. When I tag people in videos, What's the message? What am I saying? I understand when people are frustrated and they're just tired of the bullshit. Well, I'm tired of the bullshit too, which is why I speak out on it. I'm one of the few people who speak out on it. And it's very interesting. I heard somebody, well, I didn't hear, I read, somebody said, tough love, you need to go get back on your PTSD medicine. Let me tell you something. That is slander. I've never taken no PTSD medicine. I take no meds that control how I think. Okay? Anything that I do in reference to the VA or counseling, X, Y, and Z, yada, 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 I'm a part of being the counselor. Not the counselee, the counselor. When we go down and we help the homeless, etc., I just don't put it on camera. That's all. Don't let somebody else's narrative be your narrative. Just like I tell people, don't crash out for YouTube. Don't crash out for YouTube. I'm not playing with the slander. I'm not playing with the cyberbullying. I'm not playing with the nonsense. The thing about it is I don't play with people's families, so I don't want you playing with mine. I ain't playing with nobody's character, so I don't want you to play with mine. If you say, hey, tough love, if you say, tough love, your mic is too close to your mouth, you need to move it away. Hey, tough love, the screen is too close. You need to back it up. Hey, tough love, I don't like the chair you sitting in. You need to change that to red or blue. Okay, cool. But when you start talking about my character, my thing about it is every time I hear somebody say fake, weak, soft, sneaky, nobody is showcasing this is what's been done. This is the consistent thing that you've done. If I have something to say to somebody, I tag them, I let them know. I'm never disrespectful. But for some reason, online, respect means weakness. Not just for you, Sister T, but for all. Respect means weakness. Now, I heard you did say, hey, tough love, you ain't call me out my name, so I ain't gonna call you out my name or whatever. And I appreciate that. But here's the thing. 30 to 45 minutes to me was totally unnecessary. I've never pushed my status of a veteran on nobody. When the conversation came up about being a veteran, I addressed it. Do you realize that I've been on here for 3+ years, whether I took a hiatus or not? Now, one person, how many people in the chat? Let me ask you guys a question. This is for everybody, even the people hiding in the bushes. How many times before the last 2 weeks have you heard me mention anything about a Bronze Star medal? Never mentioned it. Even when I was going back and forth with Kwame Brown, at some point we had a disagreement. I've never mentioned it. I never said, well, you're an NBA player and I got a bronze. I never mentioned it. I just said I was a veteran. I appreciate that. I never mentioned it. So when I went to my car and I was actually just showing, I'm a veteran, somebody hit me and was like, you received the Bronze Star, and they was hyping it up more than I was hyping it up. I know what it is and I know what it means. If you're a veteran, you know what it means and you know how you get it. You know how you get it. So the fact of the matter is I never pushed me being a veteran on anybody. You also said nobody comes to listen to you because you're just not that good. I'm about to say something. I'm about to say something. Again, this is no disrespect to Sister T. I just want to break this down slowly because it's like, for some reason, when you're in fight or flight mode and you just windmilling and you swinging at everybody, I get it. Tough love, you just a casualty of war, brother. Okay. So let me rise up from this being a casualty and show you guys what tough love is, what mental toughness is, right? Tough love, you're not that good. Okay. I'm not that good at disrespecting people online. I'm not that good at exposing people's families and past online. I'm not that good at ripping people's character down. I'm not that good with coming up with catchy names, even though you have a name to be called. I'm not that good. People do not want me, right? They're not going to come and watch me if I don't do that. I can accept that. That's okay. I'm okay with that. I'm not that good. I get it. And it's so crazy that I know for a fact, I have notes that I have, right? I don't have them sitting right here, but things that I want to regurgitate. We are not perfect. We are all broken in some type of way. And I felt a certain type of way when you was like, well, you got problems yourself. I said that. I said, we're all working on ourselves. It ain't PTSD. If you look at my disabilities or whatever, one of the lowest percentages is PTSD, not the highest, which most veterans get PTSD, get 50% or more. Not tough love. So you and the rest of the content creators, let me help you guys out before you find yourself trying to negotiate out of something else. So I'm trying to help y'all while we ahead, while we in this conversational situation, okay? Right? I am not taking any medication, nor ever took any medication when it comes to PTSD. Right? Now, there's anxiety for separation. There's anxiety for this or that, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But most veterans that I talk to, most people that I talk to and deal with, right? They have anxiety and separation from a lot of different things. You can get PTSD from goddamn a car crash, from your mother passing away. You can get PTSD from everything. So people are throwing out this narrative and it's like, well, I'll put this on you since you said you was a veteran. Well, here's the thing. If it ain't right, it's false. Let me say this again. If it ain't right, it's false. So just like you don't want to deal with cyberbullying and slander and character defamation, I don't either. Now, you said it was some people that said, you got to watch Tough Love because he's sneaky and he's a this and he's a... And I'm like, let anybody that's in the chat, salute to the chat. Let me ask you guys a question. What have I snuck to do? Anybody, listen, and y'all don't even block them. What have I snuck to go do? What did somebody have to find out that Tough Love did? Salute. Anybody in the chat, what did I see? Because I keep hearing these narratives, but nobody can tell me, what am I sneaking to go do? I go live like everybody else. If I'm mentioning someone, I put their name in the title and I let them know what it is that I'm saying. Yesterday, I happened to do a video on, I think I did 2 videos yesterday. One of the videos was on Sister T. And to be honest with you, and I know you didn't ask for my sympathy or my empathy or whatever, but me just looking and hearing you speak, right? Regardless if you, Sister T, listen to me. Regardless if you call it pain or not, concern, grief, stress, anxiety, whatever you want to call it, whatever word that you feel comfortable with. Because when I said pain, you was like, oh, hell no, Tough Love. Okay. I don't know you. I just know what you present online. Just like you know what I present online. And here's the thing. Out of a lot of people, well, a lot of people been consistent with the nonsense too. But the fact of the matter is, what have I not been consistent with? What have I not been consistent with? If I see that TY is live and TY whole conversation is about a certain content creator, I'm kind of like, hey, salute passing through, and I keep it moving. If Lonnie, if she's live, okay, all right. But if she's talking about body butter and doing a battle of the sexes panel, okay, cool, I'll stick around for a minute. Hey, salute, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You guys try to put false narratives on people all the time. All the time. It don't work for me. It don't work for me. I'm not here saying I'm better. The issue is that when you show consistency, this is for everybody. This is for everybody. When you show consistency, people don't like that. They don't like that. They're going to try to throw mud at you, throw dirt. Now, at some point in time, I'm going to be honest with you, Sister T, I tuned you out. And I was just reading the chat. It was people that were over here agreeing with me just 48 hours ago. Now, because Sister T is upset, now I knew Tough Love was fake. Well, what makes me fake? I ain't gonna be here no 2 hours. What makes me fake? let me tell you something. When people feel like people are attacking them and going after them, it creates a certain level of paranoia. So you think that everybody is doing it, right? Let me say this unequivocally, right? Nobody from the bus life sector, what the hell Mr. Skinny call his shit? Skinny Naughty, the crew, there's some other people. Nobody has contacted me to go against a Sister T. Nobody can say I contacted them to go against Sister T. Let's get to something I think is important that I want to tell you guys, right? Jenny says, I don't know if you're talking to me or not, Jenny. But the only thing that you could do is be consistent with what it is that you talk about. The only thing you could do is be consistent for what it is that you believe in. There are not too many people on here that say, I'm here as me, right? What's crazy about this is no matter how consistent you are, somebody would still say, well, that's fake. Okay, let me ask you guys a question, right? When I host panels, who am I hosting a panel to talk about? I appreciate that, lovely. I don't even want you guys to agree with me. Don't even. I want the people to explain to me. See, here's the thing. We talk about likes and views and shares or whatever. I told you guys this, and I'm gonna tell you guys again, right? I don't give a damn if it's one person in the chat, one person that hits the likes. This is what you need to understand. My message means more than beefing with you, with any of y'all. If I, ToughLove, want to beef, I know for a fact I can say, I'm gonna put this person name in the chat, I'm gonna put and I'm gonna say a disrespectful thumbnail. Like something totally, if I say we all broken, well, let's look at the clock analogy, because you talked about psychology, right? And then you said you know what degree that I have, so you're gonna understand where I'm going with this, right? A broken clock represents a lot of things, right? Right? I said, don't be broken from YouTube in reference to your time and your energy. I said it in the live. I said, we all are broken behind something. We all trying to fix something. So don't let YouTube be a reason why you're broken behind it. So that's why I didn't understand why these people in your chat, some of them was just agreeing with me. Now, all of a sudden, when it comes to Sister T, now all of a sudden, ToughLove fake. Did you listen to that? Did you brung up the definition comprehend, which I could have easily told you to understand, right? I could have easily said that. But the fact of the matter is, did you understand the live, or did you just see your name in the thumbnail and you just say, okay, well, this is bad? Well, that's the problem that we have as black men and women. We never listen to comprehend. I seen somebody in your chat says I should be going at Kwame Brown. Let me address that real quick. And this is for all the Kwame Brown supporters, right? You don't want to see men have a conversation. You don't want to see men and women have a conversation. Most people value content creators disrespecting one another. Sister T, I could sit here and I could talk about your family. I could talk about your character. I could talk about you being a wife. I could just totally disrespect the hell out of you, and it would still be people in the chat. That's how diabolical this shit is. That's how crazy this shit is. Because while you're saying, tough love, don't nobody listen to you. Well, somebody listens to me. And then you said, well, the people that listen to me, well, something wrong with the people that listen to me. So let me get it straight. The guy that don't pride himself on disrespecting anybody, and then for some reason you say, well, you nasty in a nice way. You sneaky in a nice way. Has anybody heard any disrespect or anything sneaky in this conversation thus far? About anybody? If so, just say yes. 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 Please tell me. If you think that I've been sneak dissing and being a snake and fuck else they say. I'm just saying it's not even frustrating. It's comical because I'm just like, dude, where is all of this evidence? Like it's like 1 minute you positive, next minute you fake positive. 1 minute you're strong mentally, next minute you're weak and you got PTSD and you're taking meds for it. Well, ain't that slander? Ain't that slander? We pushing narratives. And it's so crazy that the guy that says, hey, I'm not perfect. I'm not here to lead anybody. I'm just here to be me. The issue is that I'm not here to lead anybody, but I'm a leader. And it's crazy that whatever your credentials are in real life, on YouTube, people try to play it down. A lot of people on YouTube don't have any credentials in real life, which is the reason why they come to YouTube to create a character so they now can tell you, F you, you ain't shit, you're weak, you're this, you're that. But then they click off the app and go back to their real life. But I'm supposed to pretend like the character you made up means more to me to say, you right, my real life credentials ain't nothing compared to the character you made up online. And that ain't just for Sister T, that's for everybody. The real life credentials mean nothing, but the character I made up online. So let me get this straight. If I made up a character online and I came online and I started bashing black women, I should be respected. I should get donations and like button and super chat, right? If I start bashing black men, I should get donations, likes, and super chats. Hell, if I start bashing a bunch of people, just, hey, everybody getting it. Your mama, your daddy, your kids, your this, your that. That's to be respected. That's what I see. Sister T, let's have a conversation. That's what I see, Sister T. Everybody that's doing it has a perspective about somebody else. But if tough love has a perspective, fake tough love. Snake tough love, soft love, tender love, all these names coming from people. And I'm trying to figure out what character they playing. Is this the real you or is this the fake you? Who should I be addressing? Is this the real you or is this the fake you? Not that you call me names in this last video, Sister T, but I'm just saying in general. You know what I'm saying? Because I think I got to really slow walk this thing. Because what I would think that people would just grab and get, like from the video that I just did yesterday, I would think, okay, yeah, okay, cool, I understand. He's telling people, instead of arguing online so everybody can see, go behind the scenes and talk, because that's what they want to see. They want to see you argue. They're going to add fuel to the fire, especially if you don't sit down and take the time to listen for yourself. I'm going to play something that Sister C said, and this is about, where is that? About almost 6 minutes, and I'm gonna play it, fair use, and I'm gonna play it, and I want you to hear Sister T talk. Sister T, I don't even know how long her live was. I think it was over an hour. Hell, I don't even know if she's still live. Hopefully she's not, because I wanted to hear this. This right here, based on the video that I did, right? This 6-minute response to my 40 or 60-minute video, however long it was perfect. Was perfect. But to get to this 6 minutes, we had to say 35 minutes of let me tell you this and let me tell you that, tough love. Well, that means everybody needs a PhD in order to assess something, that nobody can give their perspective or make any assessments on anybody, which is what's so crazy about it. Because when you say veterans, and I don't know if you have any veterans in your chat, but we got trained to counsel people. There's a whole field manual for counseling people to become certified trainers. And nobody in your chat was like, wait a minute, hold on. The guy did 20 years. I'm sure he knows how to counsel people. I'm sure he can make an assessment. And this is what I talk about, having a realistic chat. You understand what I'm saying? If I'm totally wrong, you guys, don't just agree with me. Don't just because you think I got an issue with someone, attack them. I don't need name calling in my chat. I don't need disrespect in my chat. Let's keep it real. This is supposed to be a chat for an adults. You know what I'm saying? This is supposed to be where we can come have the tough conversation that don't need to be disrespectful. And I think we're doing a fairly damn good job compared to the other things that I see. Now, when my name is mentioned, I already said it, put some goddamn respect on my name. Because I ain't like half of these people on here. And that's not just the Sister T, that's across the board. If you tell me you on here as a character, we ain't the same. If you on here bashing black men and women, we ain't the same. If you on here talking about hurting kids and doing X, we ain't the same. Stop trying to put us in the same damn category. Fair use, fair use.
You may know. And together, the both of us may be able to figure this shit out. But I'm going to try one more person. You know how I am, at least. So I can figure it out myself,
I hear you, Ryder. I hear you.
And if I can't, I may have to reach out to you. And I don't mind goddamn saying so. I don't have no problem with ears. Ears and I still goddamn. He don't talk to me behind those scenes. I don't talk to him behind those scenes. It ain't like that. But I do trust him when it comes to what I'm thinking on. And I don't trust none of you motherfuckers. I trust him more than I do y'all. Imagine that. Hey, Plain Jane, where you been? Good to see you, Plain Jane, girl. I missed you, baby. But I know you probably busy, and then you might have been watching from the back and all that. Yes, I'm getting through what my people got to say. They are more important to me than you all. Y'all don't be here every day. They do.
Let me say that. Let me say something, you guys. Since I, nobody comes to watch Tough Love. Let me say something today, then. Okay. Just like when I talk about police brutality, just like when I talk about, teachers need to get paid more for what it is that they do, for the service they provide. Just like I say that, mothers and fathers need to come together and work on co-parenting. We need to work on self-improvement. I say all of these things, right? And it's certain pet peeves that I have when I see certain things. If you think that I want to see grown people every day disrespect somebody or one another, there is something seriously wrong with you. If you think me, want to see you go at this person every day and cheer for it, and I'm gonna donate to it, and I'm gonna share it to my goddamn community tab, and I'm gonna do a reaction video from, listen, no, goddamn no. Now, what has happened is that some of you guys, I've stumbled across some of you guys, I've heard other things you've talked about, some type of way you've caught my attention, right? And I know that there's more to you than the bullshit. Let me talk. I'm about to piss somebody off. I know that there is more to you than the bullshit. So I'm saying, look at this person's researchability. Look at how they can hold an audience. Wow, I know they can do some great things. Look at their potential. The issue is that people are too scared to talk positive. That's why they got to talk down on positive. People are too scared to be strong. That's why they got to call other people weak. You think I don't get that shit? Talk about psychology. I get it. I'm going to say you're using your veteran status when you're a fucking combat decorated Army veteran. Half the veterans that say I was in the military was in the military, got kicked out. Never in the military. Was in the military 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, a 20-year decorated Army combat veteran. That's what I am. You can't take it away from me because you're mad that I am one. That shit makes no sense. Just like I can't take away you being a husband. I can't take away you being a mother or a wife. I can't take your credentials away because it makes me feel better about me and what I'm saying to you. We got to stop that shit. We talk about everybody's promoting hatred just to turn around and do the same thing. Show me my hateful videos. Show me. Show me when I'm saying black women ain't this and black men. Show me. Show me the video where I name it Saturn loses its ring. What will we do? But I talk about Sister T. Show me, hold on, dog mother has a litter of 16 puppies. But I talk about Armando Black. Show me all of the sneaky shit that I do. Show me the screenshots of all these chats that I'm in. Not one chat. I want all of these chats. This shit has to be considered. The thing about it is, I notice that people will lie on you. They will say whatever about you, and they have no validity, and nobody has the intestinal fortitude, the personal courage to say, hold on, wait a minute. Like, I respect you, but you just throwing stuff out there now. Ladies and gentlemen, whatever your achievements are in real life, you should be proud of it. You should be, even if you're still working on your achievements. Now, imagine this, and this is why I say you make Tough Love look better than who he is and what he is, right? I already feel a certain type of way about me. I'm already confident about me, but you elevate me, and I'm going to tell you why. Because here's the thing. If I'm the guy that has PTSD and I need a medical doctor and I need why am I the one on here preaching anything about positivity? If my childhood was my childhood was so messed up and I'm so damaged and he's sitting alone in his apartment and there ain't no kids around and he on his last leg, why am I the one online talking about positivity? Why am I the one saying, hey, we can disagree, but we ain't got to disrespect each other? Oh, that makes you weak, Tough Love. Do you know how backwards that shit sounds? I don't care what age you are. And I'm 44, by the way. So I'm not a young pup. What are we doing? Fair use, fair use.
Child, I don't know what the problem is, but leave me alone.
Let me address that real quick. I have no problems with Sister T, right? And even though a lot of people would love for me to get nasty and do a whole bunch of out of character stuff, there's no reason. There's no reason. You guys on social media that promote nonsense don't move me, right? And I know the things that I talk about here online, you talk to your husbands, your wives, your friends, your colleagues, your employees, you talk to them about. But because you've already set a narrative on social media, it's hard for you to escape that narrative. So when you see somebody like Tough Love, I'm a threat. I'm a threat. How dare you come here as you with personal problems and this problem and that problem. How dare you talk about we can do better? Who the hell you think you is? Somebody that know we can do better, even though we all are going through some shit. I told another gentleman, don't put me on a pedestal because I didn't ask to be on your pedestal. I do my content, you do your content. If 5 people see my content and 1 person like it, cool. Cool. I'm not in competition. Bro, I'm my competition. I'm my competition. If I get better opportunities where it says, okay, well, hey, it's either do this and get paid or keep doing YouTube. Let me weigh this out. If what I'm working on right now goes through, hey, ToughLove will be on another hiatus in the wind. However, my content is my character. There's enough information for anybody that's looking for something with some substance, some value that can sit back. Do you know how many times I get an email about somebody leaving a comment saying, thanks, I'm glad I came across this video? How does your subscriber count continue to go up if you ain't posting no videos? When everybody was talking about YouTube's cracking down and start hiding videos and deleting videos, guess what ToughLove had to do? Guess what ToughLove had? Not a goddamn thing. I'm not here to go after anybody. I'm not here to be weaponized against anybody. All I do is give my perspective. I make sure it's balanced. I agree and I disagree. You might catch me on a train while I'm agreeing. You might catch me on a train while I'm disagreeing, but I always stand on my own. You can't take that away from me. And when I say you all, you can't take that away from me because you feel it fits your narrative. I had a man tell me, oh, you're in an apartment. And I clearly showed I was in a house. And I could be wrong, so I'll say this slowly. I didn't hear nothing about an apology about, hey, my bad, I overstepped. And then it's like, because I'm a veteran, 20 years veteran, right? Now let's add the PTSD on there. But you don't know how it fits me. I didn't say I'm suffering from PTSD. I said I got PTSD. Hell, I know thousands of veterans. That's a fact. And I meet different ones every damn week. That's when they say PTSD, they can't even sit online and hold a conversation. Cats got PTSD because they ain't got no goddamn arms, they got no legs, can't breathe for themselves, can't eat by themselves, can't see. You think I give a fuck about y'all going back and forth online? You like the mess, ToughLove? Well, shit, goddamn. The mess brings revenue. The mess brings likes. The mess brings viewership. That's a fact. That's a fact, right? But the mess makes you lose your integrity. The mess makes you lose your value as a man and a woman, right? The mess makes you lose your value as a husband and a wife. That's what the mess does. Because while you're sitting here stressed the hell out because you don't know who gonna say X, Y, and Z because you just disrespected the whole damn bloodline, and now when the shit come back on you, oh, woe is me. Woe is me. That's what I see. That's what I see. And imagine a man that has PTSD able to sit here, package a video and say, both of y'all has said some disrespectful shit about me. However, I don't want to see you argue. I would rather for you guys to go offline and have a conversation. And that makes you mad. That makes me sneaky. That makes me about the mess. When I'm the only content creator that said it. I like people, but I don't like the mess. Anybody that can tell you in my goddamn real life, if you about drama, I'm gonna keep you at arm's distance. You think online that I value going to listen to somebody get cursed out? Hell no. Hell, if I want to hear somebody get cursed out, I'll go to my no shade, sis. Don't do it, sis. Miss Coco VX, don't do it. If I want to hear somebody get cursed out, I just go to my sister channel. You see me in very little channels, hopping on a few panels. I think the last panel, I hopped on the Battle of the Sexes panel, but it was about what the veterans situation. So I don't understand how Tough Love is spreading this narrative of being messy. Come on, man. You can't put that docket or that jacket on anybody just because you want to say it. That's not fair and it's not right. It's not fair and it's not right. And that's why I said people are crashing out for their comments, because instead of in the comments like, I never see Tough Love doing these things you say. Not just for Sister T, but I never see him doing these things he say. And then come to find out, I found out, excuse me, that I had moderators from a year ago that are content creators now that for some reason they never come into the chat, they never drop down into the chat, but they were moderators in Tough Love's chat. So what you guys were doing, let me tell you what was happening, right? Salute to the chat, right? Alpha Male, you always got a lot to say, brother. You always got a lot to say, dog. You do. You really do got a lot to say. Like it, and it's always like against me. Like you always like say stuff against me, but I never really see you challenge anybody else, but we'll get to that. Here's the thing. I have moderators that were sniping people off from the bushes that belong to other people's, I guess, crews or sections or whatever case may be. And I always used to wonder, like, why do these people got so much animosity? Like, what, da-da-da-da-da. And one of them reached out, and salute to him for reaching out or whatever. He said, hey, Tough Love. He said, I got blocked out your chat, but I didn't do anything wrong. And I said, well, send me your name so I can go and see, you know what I'm saying, unblock you. So I YouTubed it and I found out where you could go to see all the people that you blocked or whatever. So it was over 236 people that were blocked in my chat from these moderators, from these content creators that were moderators in my chat. They blocked over 236. Now I don't want to put the whole over 200 on them. I'm sure I didn't, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm sure I sent some people, you know what I'm saying? It says, well, Alpha Male, here's the thing. Well, let me finish my thing and I'll get to Alpha Male in a minute. I don't want to put the whole 200 on them, 236 plus. I'm sure I sent some people to purgatory. The fact of the matter is, this channel, right, it's about everybody being able to come together to have a conversation. It's not for, well, every other word you say, I'm here to challenge you. Well, I never say anything that you actually can vibe with. You can understand when people like, you can understand where they stand, because I talk about different things. So I never get the comment of, oh, I agree with that. So you always disagree? Well, then you kind of showing me that this is a pattern. This is something that you want to do. You understand what I'm saying? Now, a lot of people would say, well, just get rid of them and let's keep moving. Because I've had moderators and other people in the chat where they didn't agree, right? But then they did agree. To me, that's balance. If it's always the same thing, then you got to ask yourself, well, why are you really here? You understand what I'm saying? Because if I'm saying something you always disagree with, always, then that means that I'm not your cup of tea, and what I'm saying, you'll never agree with it. So you're just here to cause disruption, right? Fair use.
I'm being serious.
Church lady.
Alone. Now, let me tell you something.
And I don't have no problem with your Alpha Male. I'm just saying you're consistent with what you do. I don't mind you disagreeing, brother. I don't mind nobody disagreeing with me. I'm not the authority on life, right? I can only give my point of view just like everybody else. What I'm saying is, it's interesting that none of my points of views you ever agree with. You understand what I'm saying? That's like always telling your child or your spouse, you're bad, but you never say, well, I can understand this. I understand where you're coming from. So you kind of give this narrative like, okay, well, I'm here to disrupt versus I'm here to be a part of the conversation. That's what I'm saying, right? Santonio says KB is waiting for you to hit the link. Well, I'm live right now, so that's not gonna happen. Alpha, it's kind of, hold on, let me look up here. I'm looking at this small, hold on. Salute, church lady. Okay, so the feed on the TV is slower than the feed that's here. So I was trying to read that real quick or whatever. Salute to the chat. Let's finish this real quick. If he's still live, I hit the chat. I hit the link.
And I don't believe after all I said, I'm about to say this. But you.
And this is where I said, Sister T, this is all you had to say, sister. I said nothing disrespectful to you. I meant that in no disrespect. I wasn't trying to diagnose you. I wasn't saying, well, take some of this and call me in the morning. Like I never said I was a doctor. I'm not on here to fix shit. I'm on here to be the example that I set. So if I say we can disagree without being disrespectful, well, my thing about it is, who am I disrespecting? So if I can show it, then other people can see it. You understand what I'm saying? This is why I don't be in the chat. This is why I don't be in the chat, y'all. I agree with all your veteran stuff, but I see through the motive. What's the motive? Man, I wish I was on StreamYard so I could drop a link, or restream so I could drop the link. What's the motive, Alpha Male? What's the motive? Because this is what I want to address. This is what I want to get to. What's the motive? He said he agreed with all my veteran stuff. You wasn't specific. You just said veteran stuff. I don't know what veteran stuff you agree with, but what's the motive here? Views and money. Okay, cool. How much money am I making, Alpha Male? How much money do you think I'm making? How much money you think I'm making? Lovely said, what veteran stuff? Yeah, how much money do you think I'm making? At what point in time did I ever say, y'all hit my Cash App? Y'all make sure y'all donate. But this is how you slowly walk somebody. You know what I'm saying? You slowly walk somebody. How much money do you think I'm making? Because half the people on here beefing nonsense every day, making $0. They're doing it for free and they do it for hours. So ToughLove, who feels he's pushing a different message, you feel I can see straight through you. Cool. I like that. I like that. Tell me how much money you think I'm making, brother, so we can get down to the bottom of this. Because anybody that knows how to look on the, I forgot what the name of that site is, you can see how much money ToughLove is making. I might make $100 off of views, maybe $100, maybe. But if it was about views, wouldn't I be going at Sister T every day? Wouldn't I be going at Kwame Brown every day? Wouldn't I be going at Tommy Sotomayor every day? If it was about views, because that's how you get views, isn't it? Okay, whoa. I just said 3 names that if I wanted to get major views, especially in this sector, I could go at every day, right? But I'm not doing that. So the money part is out, okay? And if I'm not doing it, that means I don't really care about the viewership. So the money and the views is now out. So when you say you see through me, what am I doing that's not consistent with my message? Alpha Male, this is your time to shine, brother. But the people who you go after do. What do you mean the people who I go after do? Who am I going after? Jenny makes a good point. Don't everybody want views? But see, here's the thing, man. I don't know if you guys get that, and I don't know why you don't get that. If I say I don't want to hurt anybody or embarrass anybody, I don't know why that's not believable. I don't know why that's fake. I don't know why. Let me ask you guys something. I don't know if you guys seen Sister T's video, but if you didn't, go check it out. And I don't know if you've seen my video if you didn't, go check it out. But let me ask you guys a question. based on what Cynthia G, based on, I'm reading this thing, based on what the Sister T said 30 to 45 minutes into her live, don't I got every right now to come back and go ham and get crazy? But I'm not doing that. So ain't I practicing what I'm preaching? You stay dropping names instead of dropping your standalone message. I don't drop a standalone message. I think you're trying to distract me, brother. Every video I drop how I feel about topics. My standalone message is what I say in every video. In every video. I drop names that you can reference. That's all. I drop names you can reference. Hell, I've done videos without saying anybody's name because it wasn't about anybody except what it is that I wanted to drive points on. But I'm guessing you might have missed that. But you know what's crazy about it is, here you go. Even when I drop names, I'm respectful with people's names. I'm not making up nicknames for people. But let me ask you something, Alpha Male. See, this is like I said, y'all make me look better. Interesting enough, are you in their chat saying you stay calling people's names out? Right? You're doing it for clicks and views and money. So I just proved to you guys, ToughLove maybe makes $100, right? Maybe, right? The views are what the views are. If I know how to get views, but I'm just not gonna lose myself trying to chase people to get views. No, I speak on what everybody else, just like people wanted me to talk about the Keke Palmer and her boyfriend, the DV situation or whatever case may be. I don't know if you guys remember, but Keke Palmer, you know what I'm saying, was actually seeing a psychiatrist for some other things in reference to and she did an interview that said, you know what, I have low self-esteem at times, et cetera, or whatever. And sometimes you find people, you know what I'm saying, situations like that, and women stay in situations like that because they have low self-esteem. So my point of view and my angle coming at that situation would have been totally different than a lot of other people. It would have been different than a lot of other people. I don't feel like I know enough about that situation, about what happened. And since they're going to court, I'm gonna let the court do what they do. And then once I get the facts, I'll speak on it. CKJ says, personally, I believe that your character represents what you want people to see you as. So if your content is about BS, well, you can't be mad at others who describe you as such. Facts. I can't say, if you disagree with people, don't disrespect them, and then get online and start disrespecting Sister T, start disrespecting this person. People, that's fake. That's fake. But see, this is what I noticed. I noticed that the most vocal people in my chat, they're not those same vocal people in other chats. They don't hold them to a standard. If I say I'm here for the mess and the drama, it's cool. But if I say I'm not here for the mess and drama, then it's like, yeah, you here for the mess and drama, and you sneaky, and you this, and you this, and it's like, okay. Sure, I think I just seen you in Sister T chat. I'm not looking to argue. Can you take any type of criticism? You never make a good point without trying to imply that you are better. I think every time I turn this camera on, I take constructive criticism. And you notice how you said, hold on, let me make sure before I jump off the gun. Hold on. Let me find it. Listen, you said, I'm not looking to argue. Can you take any type of criticism? Fuck a criticism. I can take constructive criticism, right? This is the problem. The problem is that people don't know how to identify what constructive criticism is, because it is the same people that sit in chats where people are exposing kids and talking about baby mamas and baby daddies and what. But then they say, well, and I'm not talking about you. I'm just saying, listen, constructive criticism makes you better. Alpha male, listen up real quick, brother. Constructive criticism makes you better. So if you say, you know what, tough love, you know what, I kind of understand where you're coming from, but I wish you drove your point home a little bit more, right? On this, for instance, constructive criticism ain't be like, oh, you just use a bunch of people's names. There's a lot of people who use a bunch of people's names. You understand what I'm saying? So don't give me criticism and it's not constructive. You understand what I'm saying? And don't think that what you're saying is valuable when it's not valuable. Hell yeah, I've taken constructive criticism for years. For years. Hey, tough love, you should go in your office and do your videos, etc. Say, okay, well, shit, I wanted to do it in my truck. Well, nah, that's some Derek Jackson shit. Like, oh, okay, well, I go in the office. Okay, cool. Hey, tough love, you should get your lighting good. Oh, okay, cool. So, I mean, I'll take it. It's all about betterment. Salute, Gary. Salute, man. I don't know if I mentioned you guys. If you guys are not subscribed to Gary, Bust It Down Brown, go subscribe, man. The brother he had a great message today. I think I did shared it to my community tab. He was talking about standing alone or standing up. You know what I'm saying? Standing up. I think it was standing up. And I think it was a great message. It was a good message or whatever. And I even hate to use the word positive because I'm going to be honest with you. You guys have crucified the word positive. That I've never seen no shit. You know what I'm saying? Stand your ground. Right. But again, a lot of people, this is why I don't kind of really embellish into the chat because I really want to stay on code and stay on topic or whatever. But let me get to the part where I feel like Sister T knocked it out the park because I feel like this was the response. This was it. All of that shit about veteran and nobody comes to your chat and all this other, like all of that stuff right there, to me, absolutely unnecessary. That's not what I did to you. That's not the energy that I sent to you or whatever case to be. I just said you guys can talk behind the scenes. I'm not one of the guys that want to, and this is what's so funny is if I say I ain't one of the guys that want to see something, why does that mean I'm one of the guys that want to see it? Alpha male, let me ask you something. Let me ask you, and I think it was Sherry or Sharon. Let me ask you something. If I do a video and I say, you content creators that are arguing, right? Talk behind the scenes because a lot of people want to see y'all beef, right? How do you feel about that? Is that clout chasing? Is that sneaky? Is that fake? What is that? What do you think that is? Because I don't have anybody's personal numbers. So what is that? Anybody in the chat? What do you feel that is? Gary must have, he must have left. Oh, okay. He did say something. You did say something. Hold on, Alpha Male. He says, see, this is what I mean. Who are you to determine how a person receives you and No, I'm not. Listen, let me tell you something. I can't control how you receive me. I can only control what it is that I give. You understand what I'm saying? And I only can, either I'm consistent or I'm not. But don't put a narrative on me or don't expect things from me that you have no expectations of everybody else of. Like, don't do that. It seems like some of the things that you guys say, like if I say I'm here for the foolery and the fuckery and the bullshit, yada, yada, yada. Well, okay, cool. Matter of fact, I'm here for all of that, but I don't want to curse people out. Does that make it better? I mean, should I say that? But if I say I'm not, it's like, well, I'm going to try to find ways to make you a part of X, and it's like, good luck. Good luck. Texas T, what's going on? All right, let's get into this part real quick. Fair use. We almost finished.
You need to know this, because it's the truth. On this app, you're one of the best ones in that so-called beef shit that pretend like he's not about the beef.
I will. I want to say something to that, Sister T, but I really don't. What there's there? Alpha Male says, what does their beef matter to you, and how do you tie? Oh shit, it moved. How do you tie that into your veteran and helping vets? I never said that I was on here as a veteran helping vets. My message is for everybody. It's not just for veterans. If that's the case, this be tough veteran. I'm just saying. When did my message become just for veterans? And this is what I'm saying. Alpha Male, this is what I'm saying. You don't even know why I'm here. You know what I'm saying? So you're holding me to a standard I never said. I never said one time that my message is only for veterans. And do I help vets? Here's a correct. Do I help vets in real life? Yes. Do I help people in my community in real life? Yes. But this message is for everybody. It ain't just for, you know what I'm saying, just like right now. Right now, I'm supposed to be mad, cursing, saying all types of disrespectful shit, but I'm not. Why is that? Because I value me. Forget the likes and views. I value me. And I'm going to tell you right now. This is what I've noticed, which is ironic. Your tag is Alpha Male. So let me break this down for you. What I notice is that when you separate yourself from the pack, right, and you stand on your own, the pack is upset. The pack is mad. And instead of applauding, they condemn. And you're supposed to, instead of being an alpha male, you're supposed to say, well, whatever y'all want me to do, I'll do it. Whenever y'all say move, I'll move. However y'all want me to talk. You want me to be a part of the mess and the bullshit. So, hey, ToughLove. Well, some people that subscribe to me and subscribe to Sister T. They're subscribed to Mr. Skinny. They're subscribed to Armando Black. They're subscribed to Damn D. They're subscribed to Lonnie Love. So you're telling me, even though I'm in this pool of people, that I need to say nothing. Well, if my message is about empowerment and betterment, and I see a situation where I can speak on it and say, look, I don't have a dog in the fight. What I'm seeing is you guys should talk offline, and I make a video. What's fake about that? What's not alpha about that? Everybody else not on YouTube, but everybody else can give a perspective. But if ToughLove gives a perspective, oh, hell no. That's the problem. You allow everybody else to do them, but when ToughLove does him, it's an issue. And I'm supposed to adhere to whatever it is that you're saying. Bro, listen. I'm not here to be in competition with people in the comments that I've never met. I'm not here to be in competition with content creators I've never met. Who you are in real life, to me, that's what counts. But what you bring to social media, it also counts. People are being held responsible for the things that they say and the actions that they do here online. So I don't understand what is so loco about somebody that says, listen, I ain't got to curse you out. I ain't got to disrespect you. But listen, from where I'm sitting, this is what I see. This is a word of advice, not just a perception. This is a word of advice. You ain't got to accept it. But if I give it and it's not disrespectful, I don't have to receive it in disrespect. That goes from content creators to people in the chat. And every single time I say, well, what makes me this? Despite what I say, what makes me this? No one can give me a definitive answer. Show me any definitive proof. It's always, I feel this. I feel this way. Show me the proof. If I can show you consistency, you show me this track record. Fair use.
As far as that, you are one of the best ones that I see in front, even when you pretend to be. Yeah. But you're wrong about me. You don't know me, man.
Sister T, you exactly right. I don't know you personally. I don't know. I know one content creator on here personally, and that's my sister. Everybody else, I don't know. Right? Everybody on here is giving an assessment or perspective about somebody else. Right? Everybody. Everybody. My assessment of you is based on what you say you're going through, based on how fed up you say you are. I know that has to create some type of anxiety, some type of stress, some type of pain. That was me talking. That wasn't to create embarrassment. That was to say, well, how can we diffuse the situation? Cooler heads prevail. That's what that was. That was because I came on your platform and we had a conversation and an understanding. That was me reaching out to you. The only way I really knew how was tagging you and saying, hey, look, you know what I'm saying? I get it. This shit is a lot. And I know you're saying you want to move on and move on. You know what I'm saying? Do you. Don't let the right hand know what your left hand doing. And it's so crazy to me, to all these people in the chat, nobody understood that. Salute. I appreciate that. Miss Morgan. Let me read this. I think this topic is not topic. I'm sorry. This comment is good. Miss Morgan says, tough love. I have been watching you from doing the C19 days, and you were doing the exact same thing. Then you are consistent in seeing yourself above everybody else, in my opinion. Separating yourself doesn't put you above anybody. When people see how you separate yourself, they equate you to a certain status. Right? I've had people talk about my children, my mother who's deceased, my character, my veteran service, me as a father, me as a content creator, or whatever the case may be. And they've got little to no response with anger. Okay? I was told, tough love, you do what it is that you want to see. Okay? And that's exactly what I started doing. So if that separates me, then it separates me. But don't let me separate. And now that I've separated, you think you better than us. I don't think I'm better than shit. I got problems just like you got problems, but you're not going to put PTSD on me because that just sounds good, right? It sounds good. The issue is that, ladies and gentlemen, this is life. When people lose access to you in life, right? It could be an ex. It could be an ex-employee, an ex-lover, an ex-friend. When they lose connectivity and they got to watch from the outside, all they're doing is peeking over the fence trying to see what's going on. And if the fence too high and they can't peek over it, well now, hey, man, F that person. I ain't want to be over there anyway. Oh, they fake. You think I don't see that shit here online? You think I don't see that shit here online? If you are a veteran, you should carry yourself different. If you are serious about yourself, you should carry yourself different. Right? If you are a mother, a loving mother, a protecting father, you should carry yourself different. The issue is that I'm not on here as a character. That's easily seen. But the fact of the matter is, when I can speak on it, and it's not too many other people that can say, well, I'm not on here as a character either. I don't need to make 100 beef videos to validate who I am. Hell, I don't need to make one. but my reaction to you is going to be so common sense. Like this reaction here is so common sense. It's common sense. My intent was not with malice. My intent was not to embarrass or to point the finger. My intent was to have two content creators. If you guys can talk offline, then talk offline. But if I feel that the platform is balanced, why wouldn't someone that's level-headed, that promotes a balanced platform, be able to say that without it being with malice intent? Because that's how we think. And that's the problem. Every time somebody says something, well, it has to be with malice. It has to be subliminal. It has to be something else behind what's going on, except what it is. Let me tell you something. I can curse just like the best of them. I can disrespect just like the best of them. I can expose just like the best of them. But I choose not to do it. Well, ain't that a man? Ain't that restraint? Ain't that integrity and loyalty for self? That I'm not going to lose myself trying to prove to a stranger who I am. You talk about clicks and views, people getting clicks and views for embarrassing and exposing and disrespecting, and y'all in the chat donating. But then you want to come lecture me. You can't take no criticism. Fuck that criticism. What you talking about? When you start making videos criticizing them, then bring your ass over here and talk about constructive criticism, because it ain't constructive. It's I'm going to tear you down, ToughLove, while I'm applauding them ripping other people down. Well, that's some weak-minded shit. If you think I'm going to go along with that narrative, would you tell your kids to succumb to peer pressure? Would you tell your husband or your wife to succumb to peer pressure? This is what's important. I'm going to play the Sister T thing, but this is what's important about Sister T that you guys are not understanding. The same thing I said about Tasha K. These things are now affecting people's personal life. It's no more entertainment. Matter of fact, Sister T said it. It's no more entertainment. It's not funny anymore. You understand what I'm saying? So you got somebody who's been saying it for quite some time. We going too far. The disrespect is going too far. So when I do a video and I say, look, I can see that this is bothering you. You know, if you can have a conversation offline, then go have a conversation offline. That's really what it was about. That's really what it was about. And I'm surprised that nobody in the chat said, this guy is not even like that. He's not even like that. But I think she knows that based on what she says. I'm going to let this thing play.
Stay speaking on me that way.
Peer pressure, really? They are not your peers. They are my peers. They're content creators. Alpha male, you telling on yourself. Everybody on here that's a content creator is your peer. They're a fellow content creator. Nobody is above and nobody is under. Now that's funny, because if I would have said these people are not my peers, they're all content creators. Male, female, white, black, Arabic, Spanish. We're all content creators. We're all equal. We all press the same go live button. We all sit in the same. We're content creators. What we put out is what we want the world to see. It don't make us perfect. It don't make us better than anybody. It don't make what we say right. I think so, church lady. Yes, you can email me. Yes, you can email me. I'm open to have a conversation with anyone. I hate the fact that I didn't do this so I could drop the link for you guys. I apologize. But I wanted to address the reason why a lot of people got blocked out of my chat. And if you missed that, guys, I had moderators who are content creators now that I kind of don't know where we stand, but I know that there are moderators in my chat. And it took another content creator to kind of show me I could go back and see who blocked who. So I'm not even going to call their names out. The fact of the matter is I rectified the situation, and I wanted to tell anybody that got blocked out of my chat. I want to say probably in the last 6 months, I guess, you know, If you didn't see my hand, be like, okay, I'm about to send you to purgatory. Then you know it's me. But if you ain't see me do nothing like that, 9 times out of 10, most of the moderators, they time you out. They don't block you from the chat, right? However, you can be a moderator hiding in the bushes and just sniping people. And that's what was happening, especially from people from certain, like from Bus Life, from the Skinny Naughties and the Armando. Like, people were getting blocked that I didn't even know was getting blocked until they reached out to me and said, bro, I got blocked. I ain't even say nothing. So I want to issue an apology. And I also want to issue an apology to Sister T, since I did a video on her or whatever. My intentions was not to do anything with malice, not to create any type of falsehood about you or diagnose you. That was not my intent. I think it's clear what my intent was based on this video, if it wasn't the last. But this is the reason why I say don't crash out for your chat, because what I looked for was balance. If me as a host, I was unbalanced, I'll be looking for somebody, you know what I'm saying? Somebody in the chat, especially if they call me, that's balanced. Like, I've been listening to this guy for the last week. He's not like that. He's not, I don't know what you about to say, girl, but he ain't like that. But I'm going to play what Sister T said and go grab some water. Salute to the chat.
I really did not want to talk about you because I really liked you a little bit. I really liked you a little bit. I said, well, goddamn, he different, but at least he trying. But you getting on him fucking with my goddamn, not only reputation, you spreading lies and narratives. You telling people stuff about me that ain't true. You telling them what you think. But you got your own problems and you can't think for yourself. I didn't want to do this to you. For real, I did. I hate doing it to people that be trying to do the right thing and at least just try to help. I think you be trying, but you're going about it the wrong way by lying on me. I ain't gonna say nothing else about you. I'm not. You can have what you got. Whatever you got coming out on me, you got that. I deserve it. But you started this, and you kept starting, and you got what you asked for. Now let's both stop. Remember in your video? Remember, I want you to take your video and listen to your video. And let me tell you something, because you need to know this. Me and that person, it's a wrap. I have nothing to say to none of them about nothing, whether they in state or out of state. Do you hear me? When you start messing with my family, it's no longer a game to me. It's not YouTube. It's my motherfucking life. When a person goes so far to do what they're doing, there is no talking. Do you hear me?
I hear you.
All it is to walk away. Stop, as you so call it. Leave each other alone. And that includes you talking on something you really don't know about. Because if you did, you would know why it is what it is. But guess what? You know. You know. It won't get you no views. So let me throw their name in there too and pretend like I'm Mr. Positive when I'm really Mr. Negative. But I'm done. But I honestly didn't want to do it to you on everything. And I still didn't say everything. Because I could have got down and dirty. But I'm trying to do better. I really am. And you don't deserve to die. You don't, not yet. Not yet. And I hope I won't never have to go there. because I really feel I went too far today.
And that's where I'm going to stop it at. That's where I'm going to stop it at. That was about 5 minutes and 42 seconds. Everything that you heard from Sister T, I agree with about 99% of what she just said. That would have been a perfect response. Because these people said X, Y, and Z, there is no reconciliation. There is no get behind the scenes and have a conversation. And it would have been done. And when she says, I feel like I kind of went too far. Sister T, with all due respect, you did. You did. You did. You did. The whole PTSD, the whole me putting the veteran on people, the whole my chat, I said none of that stuff about you. None of that stuff. Right? So I don't know where people kind of get off on the whole they can assess you, but you can't assess them. Or they can have a perspective, but you can't have a perspective. I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Since I've been on social media, everybody's had a perspective. That's all I've been hearing. This perspective, that's perspective. And it's like everybody wants to pull tough love over here, push tough love over there. And it's like, oh, you guys do you, and I'm gonna do me. And I'm hoping that you guys can come to appreciate that. And if not now, it is what it is. The content still remains. If anybody has any questions for me, I'm here to answer a few. Let's talk. Salute. Salute, salute. Let's talk said I didn't even know this BS was still going on. It's not. We're kind of in a different phase now, whatever case may be. I don't think it's BS that's going on. I just think some clarification needs to be done. You know what I'm saying? Texas T, you wild. You wild. I was thinking about the constructive criticism comment, and it's like I could really appreciate somebody saying something to help build people up, but for some reason, when I get an opportunity to hear certain people, it's nothing to build up from. There's nothing to build up from. But I never see, when I do listen to them, I just, I'm checking out the chat, reading the thing. And I never see these people in the chat saying, do better. Let me give you some constructive criticism. But I don't know why, because I think what it is people take your kindness for weakness, right? Because another person that's on here for the foolery and the shenanigans, they ain't going to listen to you. You would have been blocked. You would have been sent to purgatory right out the gate. But let me get with tough love and try to do X, Y, and Z. My thing about it is if you're going to be consistent with your constructive criticism, be consistent, but also make sure that you give praise and also criticism at the same time. You know what I'm saying? There has to be something right. Hey, I like your lighting, dude. Something. But when it's always pinpointing, it's almost like I'm picking now. You see what I'm saying? And I don't have time to go back and forth with the whole picking thing. There's a mission, there's an assignment, and I stay on task. Somebody mentioned something about Damn D POV. Damn D does the work. Well, as far as I know, Damn D has done a couple, I think, back to school drives, which cool, salute, or whatever case to be. And like I said, I really don't know what Damn D is about. So since I don't know what Damn D is about, what I did was I pushed a video to him or whatever case be, and Damn D could have either responded or got back to me, you know what I'm saying, because I dropped my email or whatever. And if he wanted to do something here in Houston for the children, for the homeless, then we could have did that. He didn't. So it is what it is. So again, you know what I'm saying. Does anybody have any questions for me? Okay, Gary says, what is the best way to resolve this conflict respectfully? I'm resolving it now. It's resolved. You know what I'm saying? This last 6 minutes or this part of the video, I don't know how long it was. I didn't watch the entire thing, but This part right here addressed everything that I said in my video. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you believe that I'm a front runner in whatever it is that I do, right? Okay. HTBL says the people want you to be as fucked up as them. They have never got mad. Yeah, that's what's so crazy. Like I never see them be the voice of reason in these other chats. I never see it. And whereas I try to be the voice of reason, it's like you're condemned for being the voice of reason. And if you say anything, you want to be a part of the mess. Like if I see another veteran, you know what I'm saying, somebody saying, oh, you wasn't a veteran. I say, well, hold on. I don't think that's X, Y, and Z. So I'm gonna say something. I'm not gonna sit back and just let you get condemned. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I say something. But because I said something and whoever did it, it's like it's a lot of like nonsense, to be honest with you guys. It's a lot of nonsense that happens here. It's just a lot of nonsense. Yeah. That's how I feel, CKJ. That's just how I feel. I don't feel that Sister T should have any problems with this particular live. Again, I think I clarified it. I think I made it simple to the point, or whatever case may be. You're not blocked over here, Sister T. Feel free to come through when you want to. I felt that, you know, a lot of the stuff that you said before you got to this, 5 minutes or 6 minutes right here, to me was off base and out of line, or whatever case may be. And then you kind of hinted to, you could have got nastier and dirtier, and, you could have said a whole bunch of more stuff. And I'm just like, about what? Like, but again, it's like, we're doing this, but I'm not doing it to you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, hopefully you can sit back, probably in the bushes somewhere, looking at it, whatever, and just look at it. Like, I'm not on that type of time, right? I'm not on the bully you time. I'm not on the disrespect you time. I'm not on the embarrass you time. I'm not on to the sharing, whatever. Oh, you mentioned something about karma. Like I said, it's your karma. Now here's the thing, and I also mentioned the issue that you and I had, or whatever case me, and I brung that in to add perspective to where I stand at. Now, if I know for a fact you've done something to me, right, in the name of somebody else, for the liking of somebody else, but I'm still able to say, y'all go offline and talk about it, I don't know why that wouldn't be respected. I have no idea, right? I have no idea. If you see me, and it was so funny about it, when someone thought I had an issue with this person or the issue with that person, you know what videos I didn't see? And you know what? I'll take that back. Knock on wood. I'll take that back. I seen a couple of videos where say your brother should talk offline. I did. I take that back. The fact of the matter is, I don't see too many videos. It's like people want to see people in conflict. They want to see people in conflict. You know what I'm saying? I would ask, and this is for YouTube, you know what I'm saying? If you are, let's say you are knee deep in the beef or whatever, and one day you just happen to be talking about sports, and I show up, hey, salute, man. I didn't even know about this person got traded or whatever case to be. You're talking about battle of the sexes. Okay, let me pull up and jump on the panel, whatever case to be. Take everything with a grain of salt. You know what I'm saying? I can't continue to stress that I really don't care about the nonsense being promoted. I care about what it is that I do. Somebody said that KB wanted to talk, hit his link or something like that. My email is in the chat. If we're going to set it up, let's set it up properly. So you guys can let him know that. We're going to set it up. Let's set it up properly. I got some things I got to do before I go pick up my little one or whatever. Big Pressure says, man, this is so true. Even subscribers and supporters something get caught up in the crossfire. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, there are people at home with nothing. There are going to be people on Thanksgiving with nobody. People on Christmas, nobody. New Year's, nobody. YouTube is what they got. Matter of fact, I heard Sister T say something about that. YouTube is what they got. Tough Love is strong enough to say, hey, see y'all guys on the first of the year and post no more videos. I'm gonna enjoy my holiday with my kids and with my family and friends. I'm strong enough to do that. Are you? Matter of fact, Sister C said, what did she say? She said something about using her name or something or whatever. For 2 weeks. Don't use her name for 2 weeks. I take that bet. I take that challenge. How about no more this year? How about no more this year? And knowing right now that my response to you is not disrespectful, I ain't doing half the shit that people are doing. To me, you should take this with love and respect. Despite what I just heard a couple hours ago. I'm not here to prove anything to anybody. I'm not asking for permission to do me. I'm not asking for a round of applause. I'm not asking for a standing ovation. The support I ask for is to hit the like button, and maybe it would manifest, my message will manifest to somebody who wants to hear it. But again, whether it's one person or a million people, I'm just glad that I'm able to use my voice to do something with betterment. Even now, I'm teaching a lesson. Even now, I'm being a leader. Even now, I'm showing masculinity. Alpha male, listen to me. Even now, when I don't have to and got every reason to fly off the handle and go left. I'm sorry, subscribers, but I'm going in. I'm not issuing no threats to nobody. I'm not telling you I'm going to expose you. I'm not telling you I'm better than you. You better listen to me. None of that. This is where I was coming from. I even issued an apology if you took it the wrong way, because that's not what I'm here for. So I'm hoping that you guys understand. Again, anybody that want to talk to me, I will drop my email in the chat as soon as I finish. So you guys, and I will pin it. So if you guys want to email me, do a one-on-one, that includes Kwame Brown. Email me. Let's have a conversation. Again, I'm not for the nonsense. I'm not for the back and forth. And we're going to have a respectful conversation, respectful dialogue. Let's do it. Let's do it. This is a 2.0 tough love. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping that you guys, and I just mentioned something about the holiday season. I'm hoping that you guys are doing well, because I keep hearing stuff about PTSD and this and the third, but there are some people out here with some real issues, And that's why I said I got to go now, because I'm going to meet somebody at the grocery store and pick them up some stuff. But the fact of the matter is, I hope that you guys are doing well. Despite all of this nonsense going on social media, I hope that you guys are doing well. Okay. I ask that if you leave comments, that are constructive criticism or anything that's going to add to the conversation. If you're taken away from the conversation, bro, ma'am, sir, I'm sending you to purgatory, because you don't deserve to be here. You understand what I'm saying? In all VIP situations, you know what I'm saying? This is a VIP place. You can't just come in VIP how you want to. This is exclusive. You see what I'm saying? So you act accordingly. Okay. So the fact of the matter is, and I'm not saying act accordingly by agreeing with me. You don't have to agree with me, but you don't have to disrespect me with, you know what I'm saying, with your nonsense neither. Right? I'm not disrespecting you. Don't disrespect me. To everybody, salute. Happy holidays. Again, I was actually thinking about, you know what I'm saying, I'll probably make one more video before Thanksgiving and then just kind of ride it out until New Year's or whatever case may be. But I wish you guys the best. Also, I'm going to be sharing Tough Love, have KB come to your channel. Definitely. I mean, if he emails me, we can have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? I'm open to a conversation. And I think it might be better over here anyway, to be honest with you. It might be better over here anyway. But Damn, made me forget what I want. Again, the email will be in the link or whatever case may be. I was my community tab. There are a lot of content creators doing some phenomenal things, you all. Go check out those content creators. I'm sharing the content to the community tab. Go check them out. A lot of people saying they want something new. They want refreshing. They want somebody with a balanced perspective. It's male and female. Go check out the content creators in the community tab section. All right. Before I leave here, because I know some people be like, oh, I was asking you a question. Does anybody have a question for me before I leave? Because I know somebody hit me before. It was like, I had asked you a question and you missed it. So does anybody have a question before I leave? I give you 2 minutes. And see, church lady, I understand what you're saying right now, but see, this is what I'm talking about. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. And the reason why I say let's not do that is because we could be better than that. We could be better than that. Go off of my energy. You see what I'm saying? If I'm up here and I'm going in, because I can snap just like the rest of them. But the fact of the matter is, it's going for my energy. That's not even, we don't need to do that. You know what I'm saying? All right, cool. I don't think anybody has any, unless I'm missing it. But if you have any questions, just leave and I'll review this when I can review it. God bless. I appreciate everybody. Hit the like button. I see a couple people at one point or another, you know what I'm saying, was vibing off of what I'm saying. Hopefully Sister T gets this message and she understands where I'm coming from. Again, I didn't do anything with malice. And it wasn't sneaky. It was sneaky. Salute to you guys. Gary says, my final comment for the chat. If we think we can do better, then push live and talk. That's for everyone. I encourage you guys to become content creators. Alpha Male, I would love to see you do content and to see where, you know, you would be, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Because with a name like Alpha Male, I would definitely expect you to be a leader amongst men. I don't think none of these things are for me. I think this is just in the chat. I hear you, church lady. I hear you. I got you. I hear you. I hear you. But what I'm saying is I want people to feel comfortable to be able to come to my chat. So even if he was here, like, I wouldn't have put that comment on the screen because I want to be able to have dialogue with people, whatever. And I think that it's about to be the holidays. We about to go into a whole different year. I really feel like people holding grudges against people should let it go. I totally understand the people talking about your family. Hey, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it. You know what I'm saying? But handle what you need to handle. You know what I'm saying? Handle what you need to handle. You know, I'm going to handle it the right way. It's not going to be like a back and forth. I'm going to handle it the right way. You know, that's why I'm trying to tell content creators, before you repeat or regurgitate what you've heard, make sure it's factual. Make sure you got concrete evidence before you find yourself in harm's way. I think y'all guys talking amongst each other. Salute to you guys. I really appreciate it. Big Pressure says everybody don't understand what tough love really is. Ladies and gentlemen, in short, tough love is telling people something, one, they didn't know they wanted to hear, or two, don't want to hear because no one's ever told it to them like that. But it's not to be divisive. It's not to be disrespectful. It's not to be degrading. A lot of people can't accept someone telling them, I see the real potential in you. That's it. So they make up these narratives like, well, you're this, so I can't listen. You're that, so I won't listen. You're this, so I won't. You know what I'm saying? It's all of these narratives other than just accepting what's being said. And when I say accepting, I ain't say agree, but accepting to either have the conversation or to at least comprehend what's being said. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you guys. I got to get out of here. Till next time, my daughter. Peace. Happy holidays.